How are you making someone's life better? What's up, community? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my vlog. As you can tell by the title, I am easing my way into talking about why I stopped doing YouTube. It happened so abruptly and kind of intentionally, but really not that intentional. I wanted to share with you guys what's been happening, give you guys a little bit of update, and also give you guys a little bit of an empty house tour, or where my apartment is now, because it's not necessarily empty now, but I will show you the empty apartment tour when I first came in and kind of like where we are now. God has been dealing with me on just getting quiet and doing a lot of deep soul searching, like changing internally, not so much externally, but changing internally and just spending more time with God. He really started this work in me the end of last year, because if you guys remember, I did a 30-day no social media fast in January of this year, and that really was just a snippet of what he told me to do, because he really told me to just fast. But I honestly just kept recording, and then I just put it out the following month when I was able to do social media. And when I came back, I didn't feel the same. I didn't feel the same. I was seeking more privacy. I was wanting to do things differently, but I didn't really know how. I was recording stuff, but my heart really wasn't in it like it usually is. And as you guys know, I was trying to get an apartment and things wasn't working out with that. I ended up having to sign another lease for the place that I was at. As you can see, we're in a whole new place now. Okay, we're in a whole new place because God came through and he really like set it up real nice for me, girl. He set it up really nice for you, girl. I mean, I got perks that when I toured the place, I was told that did not exist. I get a little emotional about it because when you let God be the lead, he can just completely blow your mind. So basically, I just kind of like stopped, because God was just like, I told you to stop. I told you to stop. I told you to spend time with me. I told you to get to know me. I told you to get into your word. I told you to be praying. I have fasted so many times in so many different ways. I've done a water fast. I've done a nothing fast. I've done no meat. I've done, social media fasting. I've done different types of fasting, and all these different fasting times brought out something different in me from God. Like I started to know God a little bit more. I started to hear him a little bit more clearer. And so basically it was a lot of different things that led me to like not being on YouTube. But the main reason was just listening to the instructions of Jesus Christ. That was it. I felt like there wasn't anything else left for me to say or do on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 7 years. And even though it didn't start with like me wanting to monetize and stuff like that, as I started to learn about monetization, that's kind of became a goal of mine. And it just wasn't happening, guys. I've gotten so close so many times, but it just doesn't happen. And not to say that the reason I stopped was because I wasn't getting monetized. That really is not the reason. But what I started to question about myself is, what is your purpose here on YouTube? What are you trying to accomplish? Like, even if you never make one dime, what is your purpose? Like, are you trying to inspire people? Like, how are you adding value? How are you making someone's life better? I did not know how to answer that question. And I honestly still don't. Now, I know that there's a lot of you guys here on YouTube who tell me my videos helped you in some way, that you really appreciate my realness and you appreciate me sharing things and being transparent and things like that. So I know that you know, my videos are helpful in that regard. But is that what is my purpose? Like, I don't know. So I started like really seeking God about what my purpose here on earth really is. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that he want me to do? I was changing, and I was, you know, really trying to listen to what that thing was. And I have been discovering so much about myself at my new church. I've been going there for a little over 2 years now, and I'm starting to like gain friendships, like really godly friendships, which is another thing that I was really asking God for, is to have a, you know, local friendship. And I think that he is really like pulling together those key core friendships, those inner circle friends that we all need. He is really just showing out in my life right now. I don't want that to stop. I don't want what God is doing to stop. And I kind of equated my obedience of getting off of YouTube to the blessings that he was now granting me, the prayers that he was now answering. And I was just like, well, I don't see a reason to go back to YouTube, because I feel like God is really doing a good work in me. And I think it's because I'm not on YouTube. I want to thank you guys so much for sharing that love and telling me that you guys miss me. You guys miss seeing us on YouTube, that you really appreciated having us. It was like the sweetest. Like, I really appreciated hearing that, because part of me really believed that I wasn't making a difference on social media. Another reason why I had stopped with social media, not just YouTube, but social media as well, is because I found myself just comparing myself to other people, like seeking false validation. And I just wanted to get rid of that, right? I wanted to cleanse myself and get rid of that, because that's not where I should be spending my time. That's not where I should be focused on. So the easiest thing for me at that time was to get off of it and like fill myself with God, because if you're filled with God, you can't really, there's no room for nothing else. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I stopped YouTube. It had nothing to do with anybody else. It wasn't because I wasn't monetized. It wasn't because I wasn't getting likes and stuff. It was like, what is my purpose? Stop comparing yourself and fill yourself with God. One of the other bigger reasons that I decided to come off too is because Prince, he told me that, you know, Mom, you're spending too much time on your phone, because I was either recording or editing. And he wasn't like, even though Prince is with me all the time, there's a difference between being with me and spending quality time with me. And so he was with me all the time, but he really wasn't getting that quality time. I wanted to really enjoy and be present in like special moments. I had the camera up all the time, honey. And sometimes it's good, right? But then sometimes it's really good just to be present in the moment, present. And once I put my phone down and stopped recording everything, I could really enjoy what God had done. I could really see what God was doing in my life. And people, even at my church, they really see me as the girl with the camera. Like the girl with the camera. She's always in people's faces. She's always going to be capturing moments. And she's going to edit it. And she's going to put it up. And she's going to be on Instagram. She's going to be on social media. And, you know, I'm going to see myself. And they expect for me to be recording all the time. And I'm just like, guys, I'm not here to record today. I just want to be present. And I just want to enjoy my church family. I want to enjoy the word without worrying about trying to capture a moment and trying to capture some funny moment or so. So it was that too, just wanting to be present. So I don't know that I'll be coming back to YouTube. I've thought about this a lot, right? Like if I do come back, because I feel like I'm filled and I feel like I'm strong enough to not be comparing myself to this and that. I feel like I have a little bit more discipline and things like that in place when it comes to like how much time I'm spending on social media and things of that nature. So I feel like I would be okay to come back to some sort of capacity. But now the dilemma is, how do I want to come back? Do I want to come back doing vlogs? Do I want to come back doing a podcast? Do I want to come back just doing work content? Because I was thinking about that because I have a new job. You guys know that towards the end of me, the last few videos, I was talking about like my new job and my new position, and things are going so well. There's a lot of people who want to learn how to get into this industry that I'm in and things of that nature. And so I was thinking about doing like work vlogs about my industry that I work in, which is the tech industry. I just don't know. Like I'm still tinkering around with it. I'm still praying on that and trying to seek God's answer on if he wants me to come back, and if so, what does he want me to do? Right? And that is basically it. Like, I don't want to do anything outside of God's will. That is basically it. I don't know. I have no clue if I am going to return. There has been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of conversation. I've been writing some things down. I've been praying about it. And I just don't know if it will happen. So you guys would just have to stay tuned because I just don't know. And I just feel like, you know, I owe God everything. And so that's why I say I will not do anything without him, because he is the author and the finisher of my life. Why would I try to do life without him? Why? I just don't understand why people do that. I'm just going to quickly show you guys what my unit looks like now. I have started to buy furniture, and I have started to get like wallpaper, and I didn't bring very many things from the old place, so I had a lot of stuff to purchase. But because I have 2 months free rent, I can purchase those other things and not like completely kill my budget. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of how God worked things out. I wanted this house to be like brand new. I wanted to start over. I wanted to give it a different look. I wanted to have a more eclectic, colorful look. This is a 1-bedroom, okay? And a lot of people are like, why do you have a 1-bedroom with a kid? Like, what about privacy and all that kind of stuff? I do plan on separating the room using bookshelves, like 6 feet tall bookshelves. But I just didn't see the need to get a 2-bedroom. And also the 2 bedrooms are wildly more expensive. It's not like, oh, $100 more and you got a 2-bedroom. It's like a whole $500, $600, $700 more. And I'm just like, I don't think that was worth it. Also, you guys know that I really want a tiny house. So this pair down, this this change is like the first pare down, or the first condensing that I'm doing to prepare for me having my own tiny house. So I've talked about that so many times. So yeah, so this is kind of like me getting closer, getting used to being in a smaller space with my son, because eventually we're going to be in an even smaller space when I get my tiny house. So that's the reason why I decided to go with the 1-bedroom. Okay, so mind your business. I plan to stay here over the next 3 to 5 years, save money, figure out where I want to buy some land and start building my tiny house. That is the plan. However, whatever God wants for me. Okay, however he wants to orchestrate it, however he wants to put it together, I'm all for that. Okay guys, I am dressed to give you guys a tour. Okay, this is my front door. So I'm going to start at the front door, but I'm also going to take you downstairs to show you some of the amenities that I get to use. So let's start here in the front of the door. You guys have already seen like the empty tour, so you kind of know the layout already. So I'm just going to show you what's looking like now. Okay, so on this side, it's just a bunch of decor that I put on the floor. Once I get this wall like I want to put some peel and stick contact paper on this wall, and then I'll put this decor up. Here's what it's looking like. We have our stuff here on the, what is it called, mud room area. It's not really a mud room, but it's where we keep the shoes and coats and jackets and bags and backpacks and all the things. Over here I just brought a little something. I have some cookbooks, a little quote, my Bible scripture here, and my utensils and stuff. This is actually something that needs to go back to Amazon. Yeah, and of course I got my air fryer, my rice cooker, and then this is where I was doing my makeup just now, so that's all spread out, but that's not usually there. Then we have this little area here, the calendar, a little greenery. This is my little prayer box that I got for my birthday from my sister, and if you open it, there's a little pencil in there. You can write prayers, and Prince and I have already written some prayers in there. This is a candle I also got for my birthday. I haven't lit it yet. I need to get like a candle lighter. But yeah, that's that little area. This is a little gift that I got from TJ, my middle son, that you guys normally don't see. He's off in college, and he sent this to me recently. I just think it's so cute. These are like Bible study books and whatnot. Anyway, over here is my little work desk area. This is going to be something I'm going to throw away, and I'm going to buy a white work desk with drawers. So this is what it's looking like now, but it's going to be gone soon. These are the chairs that I had at the old place. I didn't bring the table, but I brought the chairs, and I got some new chair covers for them. As you can see, they're very loose. They're not like pulled tight because there's no cushion on these chairs. So I plan to add some cushion, some foam under here, and then put them back on so it'd be nice and tight. They look really loose right now. Y'all remember this tree? It was over by the fireplace. There's my TV. I haven't unpacked it yet. There's a little bit of greenery decor that I put here just for now. It's probably not going to stay there, but that's just what's there for now. At the window, this all came from the old place. This right here also came from the old place. It is trash, okay? I tried to put it together when I got back here. The screws don't work. I can't figure out how it goes, and it doesn't go with the aesthetic that I'm actually going to do. I was going to keep it for now, but I couldn't even get it together, so that's trash. That is my TV soundbar system over in the corner. This is the couch that I bought. It was a green couch. I'll insert some pictures. You can see it's like this green velvety couch. It does not go well. I thought that this was going to be the perfect couch, but it turns out it's not. It's very small. It's not comfortable. It's very hard and firm. It's not something that you can kind of sink into, and it ain't gonna work. So I packed it back up. I did put it together, but I packed it back up. This is the wallpaper I was testing out. It's very crooked. It's very crooked. It's not supposed to be like this, but now that it is on the wall, I realize I don't really like it either. So that is going to come down. It's going to be a whole different type of wallpaper. My living room area for right now, but hopefully it will look very different here in the next few weeks. And as you go to the back, this little area here, this I already had. I've had this for a long time. I recently bought this. This was actually in the living room. And those two pieces there, that was in the living room as well. So I brought that. I'm not sure I'm going to keep those, but for right now, it's like on standby. This is something that I got for my birthday recently, so I'm definitely keeping this. It's like a little lamp. Will it come on? It's probably dead, but it says good vibes. It's really cute. This is kind of where I put my jewelry. I need a little jewelry bowl, and this is like a wax melt warmer. You can see I've already had a little accident here. I need to clean that up. I will eventually, but this is like a little entryway there. I plan to put a nice little mirror right here, and maybe even a shelf up above here, or some sort of art up above here. I don't know yet. But anyway, here's the bathroom. These two greeneries, all of this came from the old bathroom. So this stuff is not new. It just matches really, really well with the aesthetic of the hardware, the mirror, everything is black. Handles are black. Everything's black in this place. So it works well. So I'm just keeping it. And this also came from the last place. I'm pretty sure you guys remember this shower curtain. But yeah, that's going to get changed out at some point because it is very old. And if you can see, some of the gold is coming out. It's fading, things like that. So I'm going to throw that out. This is my closet. This is how it's looking now. Nothing new in here, okay? Only thing that I've gotten is these velvet hangers. So there's going to be a whole new system. I know I have some like little baskets here, but these are going to be different baskets, bigger baskets that come up here. So I'm getting like some cubes and stuff like that. I don't even have enough to put up here. I don't even know what's going to go up here, but there's going to be some baskets up here. It's probably not going to have anything in it, but just to fill up the space, I'm going to put some baskets up here. I got rid of a lot of my wigs, guys. These are literally the only wigs I have now. This is Prince's side right here. And then this side up here is my side. There's a lot of bags and stuff on the floor. I need to get some sort of cubes and stuff so I can put bags up. And I need a laundry basket for that. So I'm going to put like a small little vanity right here. And this is where I'll probably be doing my makeup inside of my closet. So yeah. And for the final room is our bedroom. This is my bed. I did not bring the beds from the old place, so this is a new bed that I recently purchased. It sits up pretty high off the ground because I'm going to be using under the bed storage for it. There's a lamp here that I brought from the old house. I'm getting a side table. This is the wallpaper that I was testing out. I really like this wallpaper. I think I'm going to keep it, but I'm not going to keep this bedding. I'm going with a lighter color, like a white and black. So, and I have some wall art that I want to put up here as soon as I get the wallpaper up. This is crooked too. Everything's crooked, so I'm not doing a good job with that. I'm going to get some help with this wallpaper so it can be better. This is Prince's bed. As you can see, that's going to be his wallpaper, but it's also crooked, and then I need to get more of it. I was just testing out to make sure I liked it, and I do like this one, so I'm going to get some more so that his full wall will be stripes, blue and white stripes. His bed is here. It is a loft bed, so that underneath he has toys, and he can play under here. Over here in this corner will be his nice little desk, and that monitor that you see, that is what we brought from the old house. So that'll be his computer. And right here, this was above the fireplace in the old house. Behind here is the utility, like electric thing. The breaker box is behind here, so I'm using this to hide the breaker box. That's why it's so low. This is going to be kind of like a gallery wall anyway, so it's not going to matter that it's so low. These shelves, they're going to go. This is an art cart. This is probably going to go into the front room. This is for Prince artwork when he wants to paint and color. This is all artsy stuff. So now I'm going to take you guys downstairs to show you some of the amenities. Let's go.